or leading us deeper into this nightmare.
One surprising game reveal that we had recently is a new Victorian open-world survival game made by the ex-general manager of BioWare, one of the many important guys who left BioWare to work on something else. Well, this one is working on Nightingale, a game where you can create your very own character, not just a woman as what's shown here, in a magical world full of dangerous creatures looking to kill you, either in single player or with friends online. The game has a lot of details to go over, but let's go into the most important things that you need to know, including this brand new interview with the ex-BioWare dev, which is the director on Nightingale from the Eurogamer website. Nightingale is set just before the turn of the 19th century in an alternate Victorian world where magic has existed for hundreds of years. This magic allowed humanity to build a network of portals, basically like Victorian stargates to other fantasy realms, the dev said. Humanity apparently gained access to magic from the Fae, a mysterious mythical beings who recently turned up again after a long absence. It was also at this time that humanity's portal network suddenly collapsed, leaving players, known as realm walkers, dispersed in far-off places struggling to survive. Apart from survival, humanity's aim is now to get back to the city of Nightingale, the center of magic. To do that, you'll need to venture forth through remaining portals, also battle eldritch horrors, gather loot, and build yourself back up again. When you decide to go exploring in these realms, you get to make choices about how you want to tackle the adventures, also how you want to participate in them, the dev says of the game's adventure system, which is made of a huge decision-making system. In the game's trailer, there's a really nice moment in there that's meant to show the kindness the world will present, where a giant is bending down to receive an offering from players. That is one way you can solve that encounter. A bit later in the trailer, there's a bunch of realm walkers in combat with the same giant, and the giant is rampaging through the community they built. That is another way to try to solve it. Each challenge has different outcomes and each decision has different consequences. You can become friends with the giants or attack them and take what they might have, but they won't be helping you anymore. Resources gained on adventures can be poured back into upgrading your character or into building bases across various maps and terrains with estates and farm. You can play solo or with others, though there's no word yet on team or party sizes, and there's no PvP in this game, only PvE. NPCs will be present, but it doesn't sound like they will be fighting alongside you, of course. Instead, you'll talk with them for story and quest, the Eurogamer website says. There is a lot of familiarity in the contemporary that exists in the Victorian era, which Nightingale is set in this era. People dress approximately like they do now, although it is different enough. Weapons, guns, and things like that are familiar enough to be recognizable, even if a little bit more primitive. And then you layer on this idea of magic and what you can do with a really cool magic system. It's a really interesting setting with lots of opportunities for storytelling, the dev said. In Nightingale, you'll traverse foreboding forests, arrowing swamps, and shimmering deserts as you restore the portals leading deeper into the lands of the Fae. You can construct a ton of estates, farms, and communities to live off the land. Craft the tools, gear, and weapons you need to survive. The open world realms of Nightingale immerses you in a mystical Victorian setting where the remnants of humanity are threatened by the dark magic and nightmarish creatures of the Fae. There's a story inside this game, you will just have to discover it yourself without any indication letting you know where to go. This is all up to you, alone or with other players. You can also simply build your house and live off the land if you'd like, but you'll have to face off creatures and maybe get help from some depending on your choices. Alright guys, for more gaming news just like this, support this video and subscribe for more. I'll talk to you all very soon.